The Kunama people, an ethnic group native to Eritrea and parts of Ethiopia, have a rich cultural heritage, including distinctive hairstyles and hair-locking traditions. Historically, Kunama hairstyles have held social, spiritual, and aesthetic significance. Here are some key aspects of ancient Kunama hairstyles and locks. 1. Traditional hair braiding and locking braided rows. Kunama women often wore intricate braids that formed elaborate patterns, signifying beauty, status, and sometimes marital status. Dreadlock Style Locks. Some Kunama groups wore natural hair locks, similar to dreadlocks, often adorned with beads and cowrie shells. Forehead Fringe Styles. Women sometimes shaped their braids or locks to fall over the forehead, a symbol of femininity and identity. 2. Hairstyles for different life stages. Young girls typically had simple braids or plaits, sometimes decorated with small ornaments. Married women wore more elaborate braided styles, with locks wrapped in cloth or adorned with beads. Elders often kept their hair in modest locks or shaved certain sections, reflecting wisdom and experience. 3. Spiritual and cultural symbolism. Kunama hairstyles were not just about beauty, but also carried spiritual meaning. Hair was believed to connect a person to their ancestors, and specific styles were used in religious or initiation ceremonies. Certain locks and braiding patterns were worn during rites of passage, such as weddings and coming-of-age ceremonies. 4th, influence of Kunama warrior styles. Men, especially warriors, sometimes grew their hair into thick locks or tied it into small buns. Some warriors used ochre or other natural dyes to color their hair for special occasions or battle. Side locks and their cultural significance. Kunama side locks are distinct and often worn by both men and women, signifying different stages of life, social roles, and spiritual connections. Some key aspects include women's side locks, rites of passage and beauty. Single or multiple side locks. Young Kunama girls often wear small twisted locks on either side of the head. These side locks grow as they transition into womanhood. Thick side braids and locks. Married women may wear longer, thicker side locks, often decorated with beads or wrapped in colored threads. This signifies maturity, beauty, and social standing. Protective spiritual meaning. The locks are believed to hold protective energy, connecting the wearer to ancestors and offering divine blessings. Men's side locks, warrior and spiritual identity. Warrior locks. Kunama warriors traditionally wore thick, long side locks that symbolized strength, bravery, and a warrior's readiness for battle. These locks were sometimes twisted or coated in ochre for ritual protection. Shamanic locks. Spiritual leaders or shamans in Kunama society sometimes maintained sacred side locks, which they believed amplified their connection to ancestral spirits and divine forces. Techniques and materials used in hair-locking Kunama. People used various natural techniques to maintain their locks, ensuring they remained strong and culturally significant. Twisting and palm rolling. Side locks were twisted and palm-rolled regularly, sometimes with herbal infusions. Butter and oils. Like many African cultures, Kunama people used shea butter, castor oil, or animal fats to keep locks healthy and prevent breakage. Clay and ochre coating. Warriors and spiritual leaders sometimes coated their locks with ochre or red clay for protection and ritualistic purposes. 3. Symbolism of specific Kunama side lock styles. Thin side locks with beads, often worn by unmarried women as a sign of youth and beauty. Long, uncut side locks, worn by spiritual leaders, symbolizing wisdom and connection to ancestors. Side locks wrapped in cloth or leather, seen among warriors and men of high status. representing resilience and heritage. Multiple side locks with cowrie shells, a prestigious style for women, symbolizing fertility, prosperity, and protection. The Kunama side lock tradition stands as a testament to their deep spiritual and warrior heritage, embodying beauty, protection, and ancestral connection.